Here we have the new Z3 Fire. It's just arrived to me yesterday, shipped from America, and it is a beautiful, well-made bit of gear. Awah is the brand name, A-W-A-H, and it's shaped similar to a clutch in its layout and how you feed it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this here to practice a one-on-one rescue, just to see how it performs with that. We certainly know it can lift the weight. This dummy is probably only 30 kilograms. However, I just want to see the process of it lifting and lowering down with it. This will be a game changer in the rescue industry for rescuers heading down to help victims in need. So this is the first time I've pulled it out to do the one-on-one rescue. I pulled it out yesterday to have a bit of a quick play of it. But yeah, just see how it goes. What have I got here? I might run that safety on the left, so I run my ASAP on. It's functioning. I'm going to load up the Z3. It loads identical to a clutch in how that does. And I remember from how not to, telling you had to do a bit of a pull up first, otherwise it won't run. So this is how I envisage a rescue to work. I plug in, I drill in. That's on 2, so that was quite fast for me. I'll go back down to a 1. So very efficient to go up. So here I am. What I would normally do for this one here is I'd get the ropes all sorted out a bit better than that. Place the victim between my legs. First line is going to be our safety line. Our safety line is on. Take my ASAP up with me. Reduce the distance for the fall. Okay. So normally what we do now is we put a prusik on here. We'd put a set of 4s on, an Aztec set of 4s or a wingman, and then we'd haul him up and clip him onto me. What I see the advantage of this now is that I'm able to still descend down. So with that drill on, I can certainly come down without having to take the drill out. I'm able to connect my safety line, my attachment point. So you'd normally run a chain of carabiners on here in order to connect him to me. I've connected to his sternum buckle there. That'll give him the best position for comfort. So my priority would be now normally is to raise him up with a set of 4s, disconnect him off his line, and then lower him onto mine, then disconnect all the crap. But because I've got my drill doing all the work, I can just pull this guy up in one move. So let's give that a go. There you go, that was like dead easy. I can now disconnected him out of his system, and now I can come to a lower, or I can continue going on up the hill. Otherwise, I can plan on coming down, and I'm going to descend exactly I would with a clutch. To me, that was incredibly easy and powerful. I know this device can lift, 350 kilograms easy, and I had no strain at all on my body except for pulling a trigger. All right, so this is the future, guys. This is how it should be. Any rescuer should have one of these in their kit. Wow. Ryan from How Not To is the main supplier out of here, but I'm hoping to be a supplier here in Australia for these devices. I am running a few rescue courses around, and once people have a go on this will change rescue. All we need is a drill, and every rescue truck has one of these in their truck, and they just got to buy several $1,000 bit of gear for this, and it's this easy. Oh wow, I am in love. All right, that's at low speed. I'm going to go high speed now. You'll watch how fast this is. And lower. I've had mates in the rescue industry, VRA, having to climb up 150 metre cliffs by prussicking up. That's so stupid. It's to me, it's sort of a risk factor. You're going to injure people, you're going to tire people out. They're not thinking clearly. This thing here is awesome. So I've just tried that using the more flexible rope. I understand HTP might be slightly different. Ryan's working on developing a new wheel in here that allows a bit more thicker, stiffer rope. So I'm going to disconnect this puppy. And I've had people on courses who are slightly heavier, slightly unfit, slightly older, slightly weak, that can't physically do some of the rescue techniques that's required to get through the training. This thing here is a changing thing that will allow them to do most of the rescues with less stress, less drama, faster, more efficient, less people. This is a one-man operation. I could bring the victim all the way up to the top of the cliff, all the way even to the top of the frame. And I've got full control of this, that where you're requiring, 3 or 4 haul people to do the haul for you at the top, that takes time, takes effort, takes manpower. And it's sometimes a communication issue between the ground crew doing the haul and the rescuer, in that by the time the rescuers call for them to stop because of some urgency, they've already got themselves caught up on where they don't want to be. So here I've got some HTP. It's an older one. I'd say it's about 6 or 7 years old, this one. HTP. So they're indicating that the HTP is a little bit slipperier for the rope. So this is an older one. Let's give it a go. As you can see here, I've mounted my device on the side. I've got it tethered on a rope. If I lose it, it doesn't fall on someone. And let's give this a shot. So I'm just putting it in the back here. The drill comes with a specific part that's needed. And let's give it a go. Okay, it's working. I might go to 1. 2's too fast for me at the moment. It might be more useful on a bigger cliff, but I like 1 at the moment. No issues. A bit older rope. I reckon if you got brand new HTP, you might have some issues with it. But yeah, it's really nice descending. Ryan from How Not To's indicated you probably wouldn't want to travel 100 metres down on one of these. If you were going to do a big descent, you'd swap over to another device. However, I didn't feel anything wrong with that at all. Take your time. That's how it feeds. That's how the drill sits. And I had no troubles holding that drill still in order to achieve the task. Okay, I'm just holding it with one hand. This hand can travel up with the ASAP. And I definitely would be having a secondary point of attachment. All the stuff we do in Australia here for rescue is twin rope. So we're going to have 2 ropes connected at all times. So that will minimise the risk of failure. I can't see this failing, and if it did, it'd be an internal failure that would probably prevent you from drilling up, but it would certainly appears to lock completely, and it would be safe, but you've always got this as a backup. So if you're interested in one of these, Z3, give me a call and I can order some in for you if How Not To approve me to do it. I'm just going to disconnect, and I might try some new rope. Okay, here goes some slightly newer rope, HTP. I've got the secondary HTP here that's a bit older, so I'm just going to connect into my ASAP on the old one. Tested. Open up the Z3, loading it just like you would a clutch. Weight wise, look, it's you know it's there, but once you're on the gear, there's no weight, it's part of you, okay? So it's only carrying it to the site. That's it, tension it, load the ASAP, grab the drill goes into the back of the machine. I just love it, it's so cool. And here we go, just loading it up a bit. Wow, it works really well, but I reckon if you did have brand new rope, it may be an issue, but yeah. And there's heaps of friction there too, so if you did have 180, 150 kilo load, I don't know if you'd need to put a redirect carabiner in to create more friction, but that's certainly an option and not an issue at all. Yeah, I'm excited about going down cliffs and doing rescues, you know, training people on this. It's good. Now, I guess if you were hauling ropes up using this as a haul system at the top end when you're lowering a rescuer, this could certainly be used for that. You'd obviously do main and belay, this one being the main line hauling and the other one as your belay line, so you've got to back up. If you wanted to, I guess you could do this. Let's pretend I'm the anchor. This is our hauling system. The rope goes up over the Arizona vortex down to a rescuer, down to a victim, down to a Stokes. I can then drill that up, and it appears that ASAP's traveling quite comfortably. So if for some reason the device gave way, which I doubt it, you've got the ASAP on there as a backup. Yeah, and you'd still have this as the main set up like that, and your belay would be just going through a clutch or an ID just to capture that progress as you haul. I haven't seen this slip in any way. It's been solid. I guess if it's free spinning, you know you've got a weight issue. You're hauling too much weight, so you'd certainly stop there and reassess what you're doing. But I would give this, you know, a huge positive review. I love it. It's cheap, it's effective, it's light, it comes in an amazing box, and the delivery time to me was less than a week from the States. Ryan was amazing in his customer information, constantly updating where things were. It sounds like he's got an amazing return policy or braking policy, and as they develop this further, like putting a new wheel in, they would certainly be able to replace that. And that wheel looks like it's pretty easy to replace. It looks like you take some little screws out the back of the other side, this whole thing comes out, I guess, and then slide in a new one. So it's holding 11mm static absolutely perfectly and works well. Let's go to 2, why not? Here we go. It's good, very good. Yeah, this should be something, this should be on every rescue truck, because a lot of times people turn up and they're an alpha unit, single person unit, sorry, or a 2-man team, and this will just fix everything. They can operate as a single person, get down there, connect, haul them up, all in one go. Sweet as. Z3 Fire, and the name of it's quite a funny one. AWAH, AWAH.